Here we are at Rookwood Cemetery. I'm sitting on the headstone of the grave behind the one which we're going to deal with today. It was a grave purchased around about 1920 because one of the children died very, very early. The grave contains Terence O'Connor, Lily Mary O'Connor, my grandmother, Brother Paul Virgil or William Patrick O'Connor, her child at least, and William Patrick O'Connor, the father. So you've got the mother, father and two children. So Terence James O'Connor was born on the 10th of June 1821 in Daceyville. It was a great haunt of the O'Connor family at the time. He died 1 month later, 15th of July 1921 at the family home, as I understand it. He's buried in Rookwood Cemetery, and you will also find that he has an entry in Find a Grave. Next is my grandmother on my mother's side, Lily Mary O'Connor, maiden name of Sheehy. 8th of August 1892 at Minto, Campbelltown area in New South Wales. She died on the 5th of April 1953. She was only 60 years of age. The interesting thing is that her birth certificate states that she was born in Pitt Street, Sydney, which is not possible. I suspect it might have been a solicitor's office, because this was when her birth was registered in around about 1915, just before her marriage. She died on Easter Sunday 1953, after being away from the church for many, many years. On this Easter Sunday morning, she decided to get up and go to Mass, and died in the church while she was at Mass. This is the order in which the people have been interred. First Terence, second Nan, third was William Patrick O'Connor, or Brother Bill, Uncle Bill at least, or Brother Paul Virgil. He was a De La Salle brother, put into the monastery at a very, very early age, and he waited until his mother died before he sought release from his vows, which were eventually granted by Rome. Bill was born on the 3rd of April 1917, again in Daceyville. He died aged 43 on the 18th of June 1960. He died in Euroa at the hotel. I will put a photograph of the hotel where he resided towards the end of this video. He is also remembered in Find a Grave. The last person to be put into this grave was William Patrick O'Connor, the first, if you prefer. My grandfather, he was at one time a bread carter for Guttural White, a big bread manufacturing company at that time in Sydney. He was born on the 8th of January 1893 in Paddington, Woollahra Council area. He died on the 13th of November 1961, aged 68. Grandfather O'Connor died in his home unit, or as we call those places in those days, in his flat. He was found at the kitchen table, obviously had a massive heart attack, and was found in the unit which he lived in alone. He was a funny old fellow, Bill, a real funny man, bit of a rascal. I liked him. He used to always say, "Bob's your uncle," and that was a favourite saying of his. So there are my 4 O'Connor relations who are buried at Rookwood Cemetery here in Sydney.